What is going on, YouTube? Welcome to another new Blazing Vortex deck featured on the YGO Mega Beta Simulator. Today I'm bringing out the Windwitches, who finally after so long received the proper support to make themselves into an actual deck. Before, Windwitches were popular as an engine thanks to their ability to make a Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon off of one card and having it immune to destruction effects. With the new box, they received 2 new monsters as well as a decent extender spell card along with a proper boss Synchro monster. Sadly, while this does provide the tools needed to become a deck that runs on its own, it still finds itself relying on that Crystal Wing play to properly contend with the meta. Onto the cards though, one of the new main deck monsters is a level 5 Windwitch Blizzard Bell. This is a decent normal summon since the deck doesn't have many, and it is a tuner giving it some synergy with the other new monster Freeze Spell. Its unique effect is tailored strictly for the boss monster Diamond Bell, as it can send itself from the field or hand to the grave to deal 500 points of damage. Unless this is for lethal, you should only focus on this if you are ending your turn with Diamond Bell on the field, and I'll talk about the little interaction there when we get up to it. Freeze Bell is the other new addition to the team and can special summon herself if you only control Windwitch monsters. You can also increase her level by 1, giving you an easier choice of going into specific Synchro monsters. Any Synchro monster summoned with her cannot be destroyed by battle, which is similar to Snow Bell, which provides immunity to effect destruction. Windwitch Ice Bell is still the card you want to see, as it is the one card starter that can get you that Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. For learning purposes, I'll go over it quickly. You want to special summon Ice Bell, then special summon Glass Bell from the deck, activating both effects with Glass Bell searching Snow Bell. Summon Snow Bell, then Synchro Glass and Ice into a level 7 Synchro of your choice. Afterwards, you can use that Synchro and Snow Bell to make Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. An alternative combo now that you can use, however, is to summon Freeze Bell from the deck, who can increase her level to 4, and if you have a Snow Bell in the hand already or the new spell card, you can Synchro into the new Diamond Bell and make it immune to battle and effect destruction. This isn't my personal preference, however, since there are plenty of cards with the ability to remove cards off of the field without destroying with ease, but the play is there if you feel confident. I may be kinda late in mentioning this, but most of the deck restricts you to summoning wind monsters, so you will rarely get the chance to summon anything else. When summoning a Synchro monster to climb into Crystal Wing, you can summon Wind Pegasus for some defensive options if you lose a card, but you can also summon Winter Bell if you plan on summoning Diamond Bell later or reviving it later on. The other level 7s in the extra deck are for specific scenarios, as the Clear Wing monsters are still pretty decent if you cannot climb to a level 8. Finishing up the monsters, Wynn the Wind Chandler is absolutely mandatory for Wind decks for obvious reasons, especially in one like this. Ghost Mourner and Moonlit Chill is a very rare hand trap but does synergize with Diamond Bell, which is the main reason for its inclusion. Other hand traps are personal preference, but you want to definitely hit the ones that matter. Moving on to the spell, Windwitch Chimes is just another extender that can summon a Windwitch from the deck if you control one. I really like this card because it is very easy to get Ice Bell or Glass Bell hit with an Ash Blossom, so this is a decent backup plan in that case. If you're allowed to play to your heart's content, you can potentially make 2 Synchro monsters if you have this and your other combo pieces. If you could set up double Crystal Wing or Crystal Wing and Diamond Bell, it will definitely be better for you on turn 1. Pot of Prosperity is definitely a high preference for me in this deck, as well as most decks that require specific combo pieces to get rolling. We have more than enough extra deck space, and I highly doubt you will go into half of these cards in a duel, so Prosperity was definitely a good pick to help consistency here for me. The trap card Icy Breeze Refrain is hardly worth mentioning, but I tried it out and I don't think it's too mandatory. It isn't searchable and it's pretty much the same thing as Back to the Front, with the added chance of protecting a Windwitch monster, but it rarely came up for me. For the extra deck, you definitely want to stick with Wind Synchros, and there are quite a few good ones in the game. While Crystal Wing and Diamond Bell are obvious choices, there are some other fun options you can go for, such as the popular Virtual World Kyubi Shenshen and Hama the Conquering Bow, who can attack twice for some good damage if needed. Running Prosperity, you definitely want to think about what you will be banishing, so extra copies for certain cards are needed. You can also run Omega or Entis like I am if you are hesitant about Dogmatica extra deck hits. While I did go for a pure build, there are some variants using Speedroid cards, and that's perfectly fine since they work hand in hand as the brotherly archetypes of this Wind deck. Just remember, if you use Ice Bell's effect, you can only summon level 5 or higher Wind monsters from the extra deck, so no Speedroid Link summons or Auroradon plays will be made. For the replay, I want to focus on showing off more of the Windwitch interactions as opposed to the usual Crystal Wing play. Ice Bell in the hand is always amazing, although getting it negated is not, but thankfully we do have follow-up options. Ghost Mourner may seem lackluster for its outdated effect Veiler like negate, but the burn damage it causes can get you a pop with the boss Diamond Bell. Each time you deal damage with Diamond Bell on the field, you get to pop a card, so having Ghost Mourner and or Blizzard Bell can really help you out on your opponent's turn. This can be slow against certain decks, but if your opponent can put a lot of cards on the board quickly, you can disrupt them pretty decently. While Rescue Cat was tempting to hit, I decided to wait on Test Panther for whatever reason, and it seemed to work out perfectly. Sadly, Ice Bell can't use its special summon effect while you have a monster on board, but it does deal damage still to trigger Diamond again. With Chimes now available, we can summon a tuner from the deck for yet another Synchro summon. While I do go for Blizzard Bell here, the better option would have been Glass Bell, which would have gotten a Snow Bell and an alternative way to get Crystal Wing on the field. For whatever reason, I decided to just mess around with my food here and go into Blizzard and another Diamond Bell, but thanks to Monster Reborn, we have lethal regardless. We do get hit with the Gladiator Beast Noxious to miss lethal, which could have been prevented with Crystal Wing, but realistically, we're still in a winning position since Blizzard can deal the last burn damage next turn, and Dimensional Barrier shuts down any attempted fusion summon. That's going to be it for me today though. As always, enjoy the rest of the video, and let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Make sure to like the video and subscribe.
Nope. 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 Nope.